This is not rule of law. Detention of Huawei workers sparks backlash. Around this time last year, Zeng Meng, 39, was on holiday in Thailand, having dinner with his father. Suddenly he was surrounded by Chinese police. Plainclothes officers stood on each side of him, their hands on his shoulders, while another filmed the scene. The officers showed their IDs and said they had been dispatched from Shenzhen, the headquarters of Zeng's former employer Huawei, where he was wanted on suspicion of violating trade secrets. Having no other choice, Zeng went with them, accompanied by 4 Thai officers. Within a week, he had been extradited to China and formally arrested. Zeng spent the next 3 months at the Shenzhen No. 2 detention center, reading or working out in his shared 12 by 6 meter cell. He was not allowed to go outside. The only television allowed was CCTV, which carried the state broadcaster. He slept on the floor. The police urged him to confess, but Zeng, who said he was not allowed to choose his own lawyer, refused. The particulars of his case grew more vague as authorities changed his charge to fraud. In March he was released on bail, which will end in March next year. Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. Over the last year, Huawei, a private company, has fought hard against U.S. accusations that it is closely linked to the Chinese government. At home, however, the connections seem obvious to former Huawei staff members such as Zeng. Huawei, whose name can be translated as China is able, is one of the country's most important success stories. Founded in 1987 by a former military engineer as China's economy was opening up, it has transformed from a small trader selling phone switches in rural China to the world's largest telecommunications equipment maker. With almost 200,000 employees and operations in more than 170 countries, it is the crown jewel of China's tech industry, a leader in 5th-generation or 5G internet and the focus of scrutiny by Western governments, which see its global expansion as a security threat. Beijing has been extremely sensitive to criticism of its national champion, threatening retaliation against countries that block Huawei from their markets and censoring negative media. Chinese officials have repeatedly said the government would take all necessary measures to defend the company. Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. According to Zeng, that includes action against the company's own employees. He says he was among 5 former and current Huawei workers detained last December on suspicion of violating trade secrets and other charges. 2 have been released without charge, 1 has pleaded guilty, and another remains in detention. Zeng expects his case to be dropped in March. He said all 5 were in a WeChat group of between 50 and 60 current. For more on this story, visit the news article link.